Good morning, YouTube. Hope you guys are having a great start to your day. Back in the game with another video. Allow me to jump right into this commentary. And welcome back to J-Rock TV. So today I want to talk about the video that I actually did yesterday concerning the beef between Kodak Black and EBRO of Hot 97. Now, I reached out to EBRO on Twitter to talk about the situation, to tell him that I thought that the move was very distasteful. And I also wanted to let him know that the reason why he can't get interviews and the reason why that station in Hot 97 is not doing well is because of the mechanics that he used to expose people for their past transgressions, to interview individuals. He's very unprofessional, and it ticks people off and it turns people off. So he actually responded, guys, and I'm going to put the tweet up here, and I'm going to also put my response up there as well. I tried to convey to the man that, you know, the way you asked the question about his sexual assault charges was very it felt like a dig, because if you guys saw the video from the beginning, and if you haven't, I'll post the link in the description box so you guys can go look at the whole video in its totality to see what I'm talking about. He started off coming at Kodak, telling him why he started to not do the interview with him. There was things that kind of ticked him off. There was things that alarmed him, smoking weed around children, whatever the case may be. I'm not trying to absolve Kodak Black for his ignorance. But at the same time, you ended up inviting the man to actually do an interview with you. And then you tear him down from the beginning to tell him why you almost decided not to actually do an interview with him. That is really low. That's raw. And I think it led to Kodak Black actually getting really pissed off in that moment when he started talking about his sexual assault case. And I find it to be very fitting of EBRO's personality to do something to actually try to damage someone's image on his platform. That is how DJ Vlad is, I believe his name is, Vlad TV. That's how these brothers move. They move in a way to try to get hip-hop artists to expose their past transgressions or things that they did, or get someone to make a comment or statement about someone. And then once they do the interview, they post their videos for clicks and views. And then those brothers have to retreat and return back to the hood in some cases, or run into that person that they actually talked about. And it could be some issues. It could be some problems that could lead to somebody getting hurt, but they don't care. Their content is getting the likes and the views that they seek. So he commented and said that, you know, it wasn't a question. I didn't ask him a question about sexual assault. Well, you're talking to someone that who used to be in the streets. I used to be deep in the streets. I'm not that person anymore. I know when somebody is trying to ask you an indirect question, and that is what EBRO did. He talked about the man's sexual assault case, talking about there's some charges going against you, and I know you can't talk about them, but I want to let you know that I don't agree with sexual assault and stuff like that. Now, me and EBRO can really agree on this particular point. Sexual assault is not to be tolerated. I agree with him 100%, 100%, 1,000%. I don't play that. I'm an honorable man. But with that said, you left the floor open to see if Kodak Black wanted to comment or go further in depth and elaborate on his situation that he's facing legally. You left it open. You tried to bait him to see if he will talk about it. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, that's his job. That's what the media does. Let me tell you this. Let me say something to all you people who think like that. It's not in your job description to actually try to bring and tear down someone. You can ask questions, but you have to know how to present those questions in a professional manner. I could have asked Kodak the same thing in a different way, and it wouldn't have struck a nerve like the question from EBRO struck a nerve with him. There's a way you have to put things. There's a way you have to generalize your thoughts and the way that you speak to someone to the point where they feel respected enough not to actually get an attitude with what you're actually asking them. And EBRO just doesn't have that gift. Tariq Nasheed was in agreement with EBRO. I call him She-Bro, but hey, whatever. He was in agreement with EBRO saying that, you know, it's not his fault. He should have had a team around him to actually put game into his membrane to be able to handle those types of questions. He knew that he was coming to an interview. He should have been on point and on his game to know how to deflect those questions. I agree with that somewhat. But what I'm in agreement with the most is that if this man is going through a case, hasn't been tried or convicted, why are you bringing up a case that you already acknowledged from the get-go that they can't talk about it or he can't talk about it because it's an open case? Why would you even bring it up? Why would you even bring it up? You know, I just found it messy. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, guys. I just didn't. Yeah, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like I said, sexual assault is prohibited from where I come from. We don't tolerate that BS. And if Kodak Black is guilty, he needs to do his time. He needs to, you know, pay his dues. But I can see the question being asked if Kodak had been convicted of the alleged sexual assault. He done his time. He ended up getting out. He's trying to come back in the game and trying to go around and spread awareness, and you get an interview with them and you decide to touch on it. I can see that, but not before the man hasn't even went to court for the alleged sexual assault. But anyway, guys, that's just my take on it. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this situation. Also, don't forget to like this video and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, you're viewing this video, and do not, absolutely do not forget to click the notification bell to be notified of when I do my next video. You guys stay up. Peace.